Thanks, guys, for taking your time out to listen to my spiel tonight. I'm Mark Owens. I'm the BSN sales pro for Maine, along with Zach Gatwood here. He is our football specialist out of Texas. And there comes Mike Hurley. He's my boss down in Massachusetts, Connecticut area. He worked for a reconditioning company in the area for an extended period of time. We just convinced him to come over to our side. So Zach's going to lead us off and show us he worked with some Shutt and Douglas to put a little presentation together for us here.
Hello, everyone. Zach Gatwood here, football category manager with BSN Sports. Thank you for letting us come on here and let's talk a little football. I know we're all kind of closed up, so now is a good time to make it happen. So give a little background about me. I was an equipment manager at the University of Southern Mississippi for 11 years, did a year internship with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So equipment's my thing. I love making sure guys are protected and that they're covered from head to toe. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and share my screen here. Mike, do you have anything to comment before we get rolling here?
No, I'm excited to be part of this tonight. Zach, I think you can attest that I too have a passion for football and football equipment as well. So for any of you guys that have questions after tonight, feel free to reach out to Mark and we can set up personal Zooms as well if you guys want to go over anything you hear tonight.
Absolutely. We're here to talk and have a good time. And what I want to do is I want to share my screen. I want to show you a few things before we get to the video. First and foremost, if you don't mind, let's see here. The first thing I want to show, Mark, you can just give me a thumbs up. Can you see this?
Yeah, we got it.
Is I want to talk about the free football webinars that we produce on a weekly basis. We have one that's coming up here on Wednesday. It's a great webinar that we have with Mike Pfeiffer. He is the Cleveland Browns special teams coordinator. It's a free webinar we're hosting Wednesday, June 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So Mark will send you all of the links to this. So if you want to jump on that, just learn a little bit more about special teams from one of the legends of special teams himself. He'll go over KOR, KOC, all that good stuff, PR, punt coverage, all that good stuff. He will hammer. So next is we have something. I don't have the images yet, but we have a very special guest next Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Matt Rule, the head coach for the Carolina Panthers, will be just talking Q&A, talking football, talking shop. So I will make sure Mark gets that link to you going forward. So without further ado, I want to talk a little bit about Shutt helmets, Douglas shoulder pads, and our own Gear Protect shoulder pad line. So what I've done is I've reached out to our Shutt reps, one of the best in the land, and he's going to go over all three helmets that they sell, the top three that we do here at BSN Sports, as well as our exclusive shoulder pads with Douglas. And I'm going to finish it off with our Gear Protect shoulder pads as well. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. Let's watch a little video here. Mark, if you can make sure, just let me know that you can I got to stop share real quick and make sure that I share my computer sound, which I did, and we'll be good to go. Can you see that video? Mark, can you see it?
Yep, there we go.
My name is Zach Gatwood, and I'm the football category manager here at BSN Sports. Today, I'm going to be your host, walking you through the Football Showcase Product webinar. First of all, let's get things started with Craig Slichting from Shutt Sports.
Hi, I'm Craig, a regional manager with Shutt Sports, a leading manufacturer of helmets, shoulder pads, and protective equipment. I'd like to thank our partner, BSN, for including us in today's product presentations. Normally, these presentations take place on campus at a coach's office or equipment room, but today that's not possible. So instead, we're using technology and delivering our message on a platform that simply wasn't available 10 years ago. In keeping with that theme, there's a similar message behind what we do at Shutt Sports as well. By utilizing advanced material science, we're able to produce helmets with capabilities far beyond what was possible just a few years ago. At the center of this is our patented thermoplastic urethane cushioning, simply referred to as TPU. It was nearly 2 decades ago that Shutt took a critical look at how helmets were being made and realized there had to be a better way. That scrutiny led us to abandon the traditional cushioning system, foam, and led us on the journey to where we are today. Launched in January of 2003, the Schutt DNA was the first helmet in over 50 years that didn't use foam as its primary source of protection. We've learned a lot in the last 17 years about TPU and about impact management, and that gives me confidence to say that TPU is simply the most customizable, tunable, and effective impact management system used in helmets today. The innovative use of TPU has allowed Schutt to produce more #1 ranked helmets and more 5-star helmets than any other brand. While we produce a wide selection of helmets, let's look at 3 models, each representing something unique in their respective categories. The first of our 5-star helmet review is the F7 VTD. No other helmet on the market combines all that is in the F7. Typically positioned against the Riddell Speedflex, these helmets will sell somewhere between $350 and $400 in the market, depending on your level of customization. But that's where the comparison ends. The F7 VTD offers triple the layers of protection of the Riddell Speedflex. The F7 is comprised of 6 independent layers of protection rather than 2 offered by our competitor. On the outside of the helmet are 2 tectonic plates covering a zone which research suggests equals 83% of the impacts that occur on the field. These plates act like bumpers on your car that flex under lower impacts. But unlike the bumper on your car that only moves in one direction, these plates move in 3 dimensions, up and down, front to back, and side to side. Under these tectonic plates is a layer of the TPU cushioning. Under larger impacts, the plates will flex and then start to compress the TPU. With this action, we'll further reduce the energy generated from a hit. The third layer is what other helmets begin, and that's with the shell itself. The F7 shell also has 2 unique features that help improve performance. The temporal wing on the side to help aid in side impact protection, and the patented helmet stabilization system that brings the contact forward and around the player's cheeks, creating a much more secure fit. Now we turn to the inside of the helmet. And our 4th layer, the TPU cushioning. This is what you see here, the patented stuff, the blue stuff inside the helmets. The cones and the ribs of the TPU cushion compress and collapse under different rates when the helmets are struck, managing the energy as it transfers through the helmet. Next to the TPU layer is the radiant diffusion system, or RDS liner. This unique liner has conical nodules on the back that help reduce rotational energy from hits that occur from an angle. Since many of the hits on the field occur with some sort of rotational energy, the RDS liner is an important component to the overall performance of the F7 helmet. The 6th layer is the SureFit Air liner, which makes functional contact with the player's head. This super soft liner adds comfort as well as microfit adjustment to the helmet, locking the helmet in place. 1 inflation point on top of the helmet and a second on the rear that inflates the side and under the occipital to secure the helmet firmly on the player's head. These 6 unique independent layers combine to make the best all-around performing helmet on the field today. Our next helmet is the Vengeance Pro LTD. Typically positioned against the Riddell Speed, these helmets sell for around $250 in the marketplace. Just like the F7, the heart and soul of the Vengeance Pro LTD is the TPU cushioning, but engineered to work in a smaller shell. With an inflatable SureFit liner, adding comfort and a secure fit, the Vengeance Pro LTD offers great 5-star performance in a smaller, lighter, more affordable package. The Vengeance Pro LTD is perfect for the athlete looking for a weight advantage or a program looking to maximize its budget, but not compromise its standards. The third and final helmet is the A11 Plus. Nearly a direct takedown of the Vengeance Pro LTD, the A11 Plus features black TPU cushioning engineered for the younger, lighter, smaller athlete. The same smaller, lighter shell, and the secure fit and comfort of a SureFit airliner. Typically selling for around $175 in the marketplace, the A11 Plus is the perfect helmet for a middle school looking for that ideal intersection of price and performance, or a youth program looking to elevate their helmet inventory. In closing, I'd like to say thank you for your time and your attention and encourage you to reach out to your BSN sales pro for more information on these and other fine products from Schutt Sports. It's our sincere wish and hope that we see you and your athletes under the lights and on the fields later this fall. Thank you.
And Webb takes a snap, hands it off to Pearson, big hole left side to the 25. Makes a cut to the 30, the ball pops out. It's taken in midair by Jamie Platnick at the 35.
Different formations, ball by Brian Harson. DJ Monroe dragged down from behind by Jamie Platnick. Loss on the play, back to the 41-yard line.
2nd and 8, Kansas with its own 28. Webb, quick throw, far side, it's intercepted. Jamie Platnick pumped it out of the air at the 26, and he holds it down to the Kansas 20. Now you've got that polecat formation, and Ash throws a screen out to Whitaker left side, and the Cowboys smother it. The polecat gets chopped down by Jamie Blatnick.
4 receivers. Ash decided to keep Jamie Blatnick, no gain on the play.
Hello, coaches. My name is Jamie Blatnick. I was an all-conference defensive end at Oklahoma State University and current business development rep with BSN Sports. As you just saw from Craig, it's very important that your players are protected in the best helmets possible. Shutt Sports provides you with an arsenal of 5-star rated helmets that will protect your athletes from those big hits on the playing field. Most importantly, it's vital that your players are fitted with the best shoulder pads to provide that big hit and stay protected while doing it. In my experiences, it is key to have a proper fit shoulder pad so that I could feel comfortable on the field and knowing that when I delivered or took a hit, which was rare, I was protected. In these next segments, you will get an in-depth look with some of our best shoulder pads on the market. Take from me, you don't want to miss this. First, help me welcome Paul Wilkinson of Douglas Sports and Pads to the webinar. Paul, take it away.
Hi, my name is Paul Wilkinson. I'm with Douglas Pads and Sports in Houston, Texas. I hope all of you and your families are staying safe and healthy during these uncertain times. Douglas Pads and Sports is a family-owned company that has been in business for over 31 years. We are proud to be the #1 used on-field pad for the NFL for the past 2 seasons. Along with being a top pad in the NFL, you can find Douglas in the locker rooms of nearly every major NCAA Division I football program. There have been 20 Heisman Trophy winners that have worn Douglas shoulder pads over the last 31 years. Douglas uses air management technology in all of its high-end pads. Our system uses 100% urethane open cell foam covered by a lightweight nylon that makes the pads lighter while giving the players extra cushion for protection. Douglas also created the first removable channel system to divert impact away from the top of the shoulder. Douglas is very excited about the renewed partnership with the BSN family. Your BSN sales pros have access to all of the Douglas products, from accessories such as neck rolls, arm restraints, and thigh pads, all the way up to our custom pad series that you see on TV on Saturdays and Sundays. This season, Douglas is introducing a new series of shoulder pads, the PT Series. The PT Series will only be available through your BSN sales pro. The PT skill is designed for the skill positions of quarterback, wide receiver, running back, defensive backs, and kickers and punters. The PT skill is a lightweight and streamlined design along with a swivel front, which makes it perfect for players that require great range of motion. The PT skill is available in sizes extra small through extra large. The PT Trench shoulder pad is designed for offensive linemen, defensive linemen, linebackers, defensive ends, and tight ends. The Trench comes with the Douglas air management technology, a solid front, which gives additional support for giving or receiving big hits. The PT Trench is available in sizes small through 3XL. In addition to our streamlined design and air management technology, here are some other features that are available for both the PT Skill and the PT Trench. They both have pre-drilled holes on the back, which allow for grip combos and back plates. You can remove them and put them on whichever you need as far as the position of the player. They both come with locking epaulets, which gives additional support when giving and receiving big hits. This plastic piece goes underneath this epaulet, and on impact, it prevents the epaulet from coming all the way down on the player's shoulder. They both come with a removable channel system, which is the same system found in our Custom Pro series. This allows you to adjust the channels for a custom fit. As well, it allows you to add additional pieces for specific areas, such as a donut for a sprained AC, or you can also put a smaller piece on for an area that just has a bone bruise. The catalog price for the PT series is $259.99, but get with your BSN Sales Pro for special team pricing. For a quick review on how to size Douglas pads, you can check out our sizing video on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Douglas Pads and Sports, and select the fitting video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and best of luck on your upcoming season.
Thank you both, Craig and Paul, for walking us through your amazing line of products. Now, let's shift the focus over to BSN Sports on Gear Protect shoulder pads.
Underneath the Gear Protect umbrella, we have 3 models of shoulder pads to choose from: the Razor, the Z-Cool 2.0, and the X3 shoulder pads. The Razor is our premium shoulder pad in our Gear Protect line. It has a revolutionary design for maximum safety, mobility, and performance. Injection molded components are added to the razor for 2 reasons. It adds strength through the injection molded polypropylene epaulets, caps, buckles, and arches, and we added impact modifiers into the injected molds for structural integrity and added strength. Inner poly arch, which is sandwiched between dual foam layers for maximum impact dispersion of a hit and moisture management properties. On the back of our razor pads, we have included independent exterior arches that hinge to combine with the stretch zone fabric for maximum range of motion, creating a full 12 degrees more range of motion. The removable comfort liner is a hex foam comfort liner that attaches with hook and loop fasteners and can be removed for hand washing and air drying. Our padlock buckle system is an industry-first belt attachment system. Features injection molded plastic buckles with automotive-grade web strap and padded protective buckle slider pads. The tongue and groove buckles lock into place in the recessed housing for a flush mount and no grab points. We have 3 razor models to choose from. The RZ7 Skill is for skill players such as wide receivers, defensive backs, and quarterbacks. The RZ15 Multi-Position is for players such as defensive ends, tight ends, linebackers, and fullbacks. RZ55 O-line D-line is for offensive and defensive players. This pad retails at $359.99. Next up is our Z-Cool 2.0 shoulder pads. It has a patent-proven design for maximum safety and true moisture transfer. With our moisture transfer system, the perforated poly arch allows moisture to escape out through the pad, promoting evaporation while keeping your player cool. So we ask ourselves, coaches, how does this work? Closed-cell Brock foam promotes maximum protection and impact dispersion while allowing moisture to escape through the pad, promoting faster dryer times and less odors. In other words, the sweat from the player goes through our moisture transferring system, releases out of the shoulder pad, through the jersey, and evaporates in the air. In the end, our pads will dry within 2 hours. Our belt and buckle system promotes a 3-point hook that ensures optimal fit for maximum safety and full range of motion and flexibility. We have a patent AC notch that adds a 3rd layer of protection over the AC joint. Our adjustable and removable waterproof clavicle channel pads provide a custom fit for individual player comfort and maximum safety. We have 3 Z-Cool 2.0 models to choose from. The ZC Skill is for skill players such as wide receivers, defensive backs, and quarterbacks. The ZC Multi-Position is for players such as D-ends, tight ends, linebackers, and fullbacks. The ZC O-line D-line is for offensive and defensive players, such as your offensive and defensive linemen. These pads retail at $269.99. The last pad in our Gear Protect family is the X3 shoulder pad. We have recently updated this pad from the X2 Air and have added features to make it more successful than it already was. The X3 is a traditional pad design, has vented moisture management foam, and has a matte black finish. Being the little brother of the Z-Cool, the X3 has mostly all the features of the Z-Cool 2.0 at an affordable price. The X3 comes with AC notch out, adjustable clavicle pads for maximum protection and comfort, rigid articulating sternum protection plates, belts with no snag buckles, compressed hex foam deltoid pads, Perlock epaulet designs, and perforated vent holes. We have 3 X3 models to choose from. The X7 Skill is for skill players such as wide receivers, defensive backs, and quarterbacks. The X15 Multi-Position is for players such as your defensive ends, tight ends, linebackers, and fullbacks. The X55 O-line D-line is for offensive and defensive linemen. These pads retail at $179.99. Lastly, let's don't forget our Edge Pro 5-pad girdle. This girdle is built for comfort, uses high-quality microfiber material, cutting-edge performance and protection, and is safe and designed to last on your athlete. Alrighty, as you can tell, it's very important that you get protected in the best gear as possible. So I felt that it was best that you heard it from the manufacturers themselves, especially when it comes to shut helmet and helmets themselves. One thing that they did not tell you is for the shut helmets is these are 5-star rated helmets. If you've heard about the Virginia Tech helmet study, it's one of the most important and safest tests out there. Your F7 was rated number 4 opposed to Rydell helmets, which was number 9. And our shut helmets have 6 layers of protection and basically protect 82% of protection on the athlete, as you could tell from the TPU tectonic plates built inside the helmet, which I wanted to show you here. So that gives you 82% more protection than the Ragdoll Speeds helmet. So again, that's another thing that I wanted to show you guys. Next thing I wanted to touch on, first and foremost, does anybody have any questions on helmets or shoulder pads? Mike, is there anything you want to add to that before we move on to some of the equipment aspects of things?
I just want to say, when it comes to the helmet and shoulder pads, BSN has not been your guys' go-to area for helmets and shoulder pads. I just want to assure you guys that I've given Mark the go-ahead to go anywhere he needs to go to get you guys in equipment. So Mark can assure you that I understand your budgets might not be big as some of those in Texas, but we will get you to where you need to be. In regards to the weight of the helmet, Zach, can you go through the weight?
Yes. So the F7, it's a little under 5 pounds. It's 4 pounds, and I think 3 or 4 ounces for the F7. And the Vengeance Pro is 4 pounds, 7 ounces, I believe, as well. Awesome. Do we have any coaches, any more questions on helmets or shoulder pads? Awesome. Just like the Douglas guy said, it's a new partnership with us as well. We can get any line of shoulder pads from Douglas, so please feel free to reach out to Mark. He can get with me. We can get you whatever you need from that aspect. So next I want to talk about is just what we can provide on the field, equipment-wise, practice and games as well. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. So just kind of what we're talking about here, as you can see, footballs. I want to talk about your footballs. I believe it's the Wilson GST. So what I've spoke with Mark on this Wilson GST ball. We can offer for you $82 a ball with laser engraving, with free laser engraving after 6. Is that correct, Mark?
Yes.
Yep. So if you buy more than 6 footballs, we'll give you free laser engraving on the Wilson GST football. So I wanted to throw that out there to you right now as we go forward. But most importantly, a lot of folks don't understand that we pretty much carry all the equipment. We not only cover head to toe for the athlete, but we also do on the field, off the field equipment as well. As you can see here, we do all of your game balls, all of your practice balls for you here. Let's see here. We do team equipment bags. We do jugs machines for pump, pass, and kick, for special teams, for wide receivers. We have kicking nets. We have quarterback throwing targets, kicking tees. We have ball reconditioners. I've been getting with Mark. He has the information for a disinfectant that you can rub on your footballs now after you get done playing with them. That gets rid of COVID-19. It gets rid of all bacteria. It kills all the bacteria. It's been proven. It's been tested, and it's been studied, and it's given us the green light to be a disinfectant for footballs or for any balls, sport balls related. So next thing too here is we also do sleds. We also do chutes for linemen. A lot of folks had no idea that we had our own proprietary brand of sleds, which are called the M Series sleds, which you'll see on the next slide. But we also have a great partnership with Fisher and Roger Athletics to provide all your sled needs here as well. We have the open chutes for your DBs and your linebackers to run through as well. And as you see, the flex chute for your offensive and defensive linemen also. We also carry all of your blocking shield needs. Pro Down is our own brand of shields. We house these at our warehouse, so we can get these to you within 2 to 3 days of ordering. We have equipment carts for all of your equipment needs, as well as step-over dummies also. Like I said, we have a great partnership with Fisher. They basically do an agility hoop for us and an impact ball that you would do for offensive linemen and defensive linemen, some more step-overs, some offensive some boards. We know that those rubber boards are a must for offensive and defensive linemen. And over here on the bottom left, we also carry youth sleds. So as you can tell, this is our own Pro Down M Series sleds. The varsity is on top there, and the youth is on bottom. Now, one important information on these sleds is we only carry the color blue, and it comes in the Royal pad, as you can see up there on the top left, the Man Series pad. If you need a custom color, we can go through Fisher to get that taken care of for you. And then lastly, we carry tackle wheels from Fisher, as well as crash pads for those DBs and those wide receiver drills that we run through. And then lastly, a new product that we have here is what we call the Power Drive Beast. We've worked directly with Power Drive to get this product here, especially for offensive and defensive linemen. It's a brand new product. It's amazing. It helps build technique, stance, and splits for both offensive and defensive guys. So, and then lastly, what I wanted to show you here is we carry goalposts. If you need new goalposts, if you need practice goalposts, we can handle that as well. If you need custom goalpost pads with your name, your logo, custom colors, we can do that as well. And we also carry sideline markers. We got foldable, collapsible rubber ones, and we also do molded pylons. We have the vinyl sets. We can also do ones with your custom team logos on them as well. So we carry pretty much anything and everything that you can think of on and off the field. Also, we carry chain sets. We have digital down boxes. We have regular down boxes. We have vertical. We have the chevron. We have solid. We have JV chain sets. Anything that you can think of when it comes to chain sets, we can do that. I will tell you now, now is the time to get chain sets because they are a must come July and August. So reach out to Mark and he can get you taken care of with this. And lastly, we have stencil kits for numbers, and we can also do logos as well. We have a company that we work with to get custom logos to spray paint your fields if you need that as well. So other than that, that is our equipment that we house here at BSN Sports. A lot of this we have in our own facilities that we can do a 24-hour quick ship for you guys. Anything you need as far as equipment-wise, we're here to help you out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, Mark knows how to get in touch with me, and we can definitely make sure you guys are taken care of. Let's see.
Drill videos for the Beast?
Absolutely, we do. Coach, what I can do is basically that powerdrivetraining.com is where you can get the videos, but I will get with the president and get those over to Mark, and we'll get them to you by tomorrow. Any more questions for us on the equipment side of things? You're welcome. Awesome.
I just wanted to jump in real quick, Zach. Thank you so much. That was great. The one thing that we all have to prepare for as we move forward, guys, is right now there's a lot of questions about what's going on. What ifs? You know, we're all planning to be back in the fall and playing football. Our budgets, some are on hold, some are trying to spend now, some are waiting until later in the summer. If you're not sure where you're at, the one thing I would suggest is reaching out to Mark and at least quoting out what you think you might need, to have that out of the way now, because there are going to be supply chain issues. There are going to be inventory issues across the country for football equipment, footballs, field equipment, everything. We talk to the manufacturers on a daily basis, understanding that they're backing off a little bit. So the people that are prepared now or prepared for when it turns back on are the ones that are going to get their equipment. So if you think you need to order balls, if you think you need to order sideline markers, if you think you need to order chains, at least have the quote ready now. So when your athletic director says, yeah, you can go ahead with it, we just have to push a button instead of wasting days going through that process in late July, early August. So that's just one suggestion based on what I'm seeing. Zach, you're seeing the same things, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're talking with these guys daily. One thing we might want to hit on too is cleats. We do know there's probably going to be a shortage of those too, but we are fully stocked across the board, Nike and Under Armour.
For today, we're stocked, and that's one thing that we're opening cleat store, guys, which are it's no charge to you guys. You just open it up to your student athletes. It's almost like they go online and buy, but it's not at retail. It can actually be used as a fundraiser for your program as well. But we just ship directly to their homes. It's nothing to you guys. You guys don't have to touch a thing or do anything except send out the link to everyone. But there's going to be a shortage of cleats late summer. They're not coming in. Tell your basketball coach, if any guys are basketball coaches as well, there's going to be a huge shortage in basketball shoes as well. So tell your kids now, if they're preparing on playing football in the fall and they don't have cleats now, to get on that now. And if you guys want to set up a store so it's at a discount, Mark can do that for you guys. Thanks, Zach. Great call on that.
Gloves too, Mike. Football gloves for their kids. Same thing. They're going to run out.
Yep. Zach, does that disinfectant on the ball help the kids catch it any better or not?
Adds a little stick to it.
All right, good.
We all know how much BL likes to throw it, so.
No doubt. We'll take some of that sticky stuff.
Absolutely. Hey, and then I want to touch I've been getting a lot of requests for this, maybe 5 to 10 emails about full face shields for football masks, for face guards. Right now, the NFL is doing a test and doing a study on these, and no vendor has anything yet. So as soon as we hear something, we will forward this to. I'll forward this to Mike. I will forward this to Mark, so you guys can have all that information. But this is being asked pretty much from every state. What kind of protection are they going to have besides just the face guard and the visors as well? And there's something that's in the works for it right now. It's just being tested. Once we get that information, we'll let you know.
Lacrosse actually came out with one last week, so it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
I don't know how far along everybody is, but there's also, if anyone's late to the uniform game, we are in, I'm going to share a screen here. We have our own custom uniforms where we can make them. Conveniently, this one might be Levitt. I don't know if anybody out there knows the coach out there, but these are only $55 for the top and $45 for the pants, and they're fully sublimated for anybody who's running late to the game, because the Nikes and Under Armours of the world are long past delivery. I think some of the guys who even ordered early are going to be getting them late.
Yeah, one of the biggest trends right now is special game uniforms, guys, where teams are trying to come out with that alternate set. To do that with a Nike Under Armour jersey or fully custom tackle 12 jersey, you're looking the high 70s to $120 when you look at that stuff. These are $55. If you got with Mark at the beginning of the season, said I want to do a special game jersey, the kids want to chip in $55 each, we can put their name on the back. All right, they can take it with them as they go. Seniors take it at the end of the year. The next year, the freshmen buy them. You can have a third set at a very low cost. So that's something that's a trend in New England that's starting more and more now. Military appreciation games, breast cancer awareness games. So if that's something you guys are interested, get with Mark. 4-week turn on those. That includes all decoration and names on the back. So that's a steal. Coming from a former football company, when I saw that price, I was pretty surprised, because that's lower than anything else out there. And if you guys feel the quality of the jersey and the pant, it's there. It's going to last you. And if you, I sold a set to a team before, and they said they were only going to use it for one game. They used it for 4 games, guys, last year, and they're going to use it for 4 games next year too. So they'll last. So if you have any questions, please reach out to Mark. And I think they're sick of hearing from us by now, Mark, right?
Mark, where do I order those Levitt jerseys? Those look nice. Looks good. I want the Levitt players actually too with them.
Between the two, you guys would be like Christmas together when you play each other. Color rush game.
Yeah, we'll wear the green tops and the red pants, BL, and you can go opposite.
All right, perfect.
But by the time we can start playing, it might be around Christmas time anyway. So.
Oh, Ethan, don't talk like that. But yeah, the big things would be, you want to do cleats for your kids, we can set one of those up. That's no sweat, no cost to you guys. Just have to send the link out to their parents. It ships right to their house. Most everyone's starting to think about that now. And I believe most of you guys, I'm looking at the names here, are in on BL's Autism Night. I'm hoping to get that site up by the end of the week for BL to send out with everybody. So you'll be able to order the shirts with the autism on the front, and your school logo will be on the back this year, as opposed to a blank back.
Thanks for doing that, Mark. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome, Mark. My wife, that one hits close to us too. My wife runs the Margaret Murphy Centers for Children, which is schools for kids with autism all over the state of Maine. So it was pretty cool when we did that. We were up at Foxcroft for that night with Danny White. Both staffs had them. It was awesome. So appreciate that.
If you know the Levitt staff, they've got 17 guys on the staff, so it's
a lot of guys. A lot of 2Xs too.
I wasn't going to say that because I am one.
But the black is slimming.
There you go.
That's what you told me last year, but I have video evidence to prove otherwise.
So I think that's about all I've got. You guys got any questions or anything going on?
If you guys have questions and you want to pop on your camera and your mic, go ahead.
So how's the cleat thing work? Like, I'm sure our kids are getting ready to buy them, so you can just send a link that's got,
Yeah, so
our
we'll just set
colors.
up a Coney team store, and then you send it out, and you tell me if you want black cleats or white cleats, and if you want it to just be Nike to match your jerseys, or if you want Nike and Under Armour.
Gotcha.
And whatever options we set up for each team, we can do them all individually, and then it ships right from our warehouse. So if they order it on a Monday, it will ship out on Tuesday. They'll probably have it on Friday for most of you guys.
All right. Awesome.
From Bangor north, it takes an extra day, but
But, I could say, Mark, we did it last year, and a couple of our kids took advantage of it. It was pretty seamless and easy, and our kids were happy with it.
Anytime mom and dad don't have to pay full retail at Dick's or Nike.com for a pair of cleats.
This year more than ever, guys, right?
Right, definitely.
We heard Diggs is not going to be getting their full set of cleats as well as Academy. So, but luckily we are. So I wanted to let you definitely know that for sure.
And the good thing about it is it will only allow you to order them if we have them in stock. So if someone wants this black cleat in size 16 and we're out, then there just won't be an option. So there's no waiting for back orders or any nonsense.
Mark, the other thing is throw sneakers on there too. I mean, if we can give the kids, if the kids going to buy
Trainers or
sneakers
slides.
anyways at a discount, why not let them get sneakers at a discount too? They might need them, kind of like a summer store for the kids.
Maybe some slides too.
Yeah.
Samples.
Well, I'm just looking for a place to get them at a discount. So just let me know when the site's up. Hey, but guys, thank you so much for the time. I just want to finish up and say thank you. But honestly, BSN's not known as the biggest football company in the Northeast, but if you look at our sales throughout the company, we are the biggest. So we want to be that guy for you guys. I know you guys all have relationships. I respect relationships. That's how I created my business. So we want to create our own relationships with you. And it doesn't matter how small the opportunity is. We'll start with that small opportunity and we'll work our asses off for an opportunity to do more business with you. But no opportunity is too small. You're doing no business with us and you just want to order mouth guards, we'll take the order. Right now we're grinding, guys. We're feeling this just like everyone else is in this economic situation. So anything you can do or any opportunity you can pass on to Mark is greatly appreciated. Unlike former managers, when it gets approved, I'll be up there with Mark traveling in Maine. I went to the University of New Hampshire. I played, my last game was against the University of Maine, -36 wind chill. I said I'd never go back, but when I met Mark, I told him I'd go back. So I'll be up there this fall, hopefully sooner than later, guys. Mark, you got anything
Don't hold
else?
it against him that he's from UNH.
What's that?
I said don't hold it against him that he's from UNH.
Yeah. I got beat out by a kid named Ryan Day. I think his life's doing all right.
Actually, John played at Maine. It might have been pretty about the same time.
What years were you there, John?
98, 99, 2000.
Yeah, but I was right there, man. I was there when Chip Kelly was calling the plays for UNH. We threw a pass to a tackle against you guys.
Yeah, I remember that was the only week when I was in college the playbook was as thick as an offensive playbook. For us defensive guys, we didn't have to really think much. And then we got to UNH week, and we're like, what the hell is this?
That's before they put in the rules that you had to give the defense time to adjust. So Chip was running on wave after wave after wave, I remember against Maine one year, he threw me out there as a wide receiver, and there was a middle linebacker, Brendan Curry from Braintree, Massachusetts.
Yep.
And he lines up, he goes, "What are you doing out here?" And then I caught a reverse and then threw it for a pass. And after the play, he's like, "Oh, okay, that's what you're doing. That makes sense." So
yeah,
it was an interesting time. But who was the kid up there? Was his first name Jake, the quarterback up there?
Jake
Eaton. That kid was a baller, man. That kid could play football. So
now, are you from Mass?
I grew up, Walpole, Massachusetts.
I thought I'm from Arlington. I played at Arlington High School, so I thought your name was familiar.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
See, Mark, I was something at one time, no matter what you guys say.
I'm just watching BL's face talking about a quarterback, at receiver, getting reversed, throwing for a touchdown. He was
Got the notebook ready right here. I'm writing it down.
Here, BL, I'll tell you my first state championship, my sophomore year in high school, my father was the offense coordinator. I was a quarterback, right? So you're like, how many times did I wing it? I was 2 for 2. You know, we ran the ball 72 times that game and we won, you know. So you do what you got to do to get the W on the, you know.
No doubt.
on the
No doubt.
scoreboard. So, but that's the thing, guys. You know, not only do we want to, you know, sell you stuff, of course, but, you know, I love talking ball. So if you guys ever want to get together with Mark and talk ball or talk, you know, about stuff, you know, I love it, guys. You know, we might talk business for about 10 minutes and talk 5 hours after about ball. So I'm here for that anytime.
It's awesome. I'm still comprehending the -36. I don't think I've been in anything lower than 20 degrees.
Oh, that's a blustery, warm day. Don't worry about that.
You're talking about summer, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm from Mississippi, so, I mean, it's always hot, you know.
Zach, it was the last game of my career. There was 5 minutes left, and the head coach of UNH goes, "Why don't you finish your career and take the last drive?" I said, "I can't feel my feet." I couldn't feel my feet. Standing there is bad. When you're playing, it's not as bad. But
Actually, I'll tell you, my redshirt freshman year, we had McNeese State come up and play us in Orono. It was like late October. And I remember we came out to warm up, and we had all of our Under Armour gears on. And our defensive coordinator, Coach McGrath at the time, sent us back in and said, "Come out in shorts and T-shirts." We're like, what the hell? So we come out, and all the kids from McNeese State are looking at us like we're absolutely out of our mind. They're wearing 18 layers of clothes. They didn't know what to do with the weather up here when they came up.
Yep.
yeah, but you guys went down and beat Mississippi State a little bit after you left, right?
Well, we went down and beat McNeese State 2 years later in a playoff game down there at McNeese
Yeah,
State.
but then Mississippi State,
and
right?
then Mississippi State too, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a good little time for the Atlantic 10 football, or CAA now. We knocked off 5 in a row too, so
That's
I kind of
awesome.
missed the old Atlantic 10, the old Northeast Football League, Yankee Conference. There's no need to travel down south. We got enough good teams up here in the Northeast to play, guys.
Yep.
But, all right, Mark, I'm taking too long. I'll do this all night. Let these guys go.
Thanks a lot, fellas. We appreciate your time and doing this. Certainly some good stuff, and you know, it's good just to talk some football for one. But you know, it's also good for all of us to see what you guys have to offer, and I'm certain some of us will be in touch.
Awesome. Thank you guys for the time.
Thank you,
Zach,
guys.
thank you for
guys.
this. Mark, thanks for setting it up.
Thanks.
Thank
Have a
you
great
very
night.
much.
Thanks.